guitar aficionados, coming at you with another quick lesson, and we're going to be talking about octave chords. So if you've ever listened to rock or punk or metal, you have certainly heard that sound. So that backing track was in the key of D major. I am in drop D, but really it's more important to know that I'm in the key of D major, so the scale would be starting on the 5th fret of the A string, or you can always come up to the 7th position here for the B minor, pentatonic, or relative minor. But we're going to be tracing that scale on the A string, starting at the 5th fret. So I stayed on the A string the whole time. And we're going to just put the octave underneath it. So think of like a power chord. So if I was going to play a D power chord, I'd put my index on the 5th, my ring finger on the 7th of the D, and my pinky on the 7th of the G. But we want to leave that 5th out because that 5th could complicate things if you were trying to just simply play the scale. We just want the octave. And when I say octave, all that means is here's a D note, and that's a D note. It's just two different pitches, and they're stacked on top of each other. But theoretically, you can play an entire scale using these octave chords. And so that's what I was doing in that backing track you saw me playing in the beginning of the song. So I was hanging on an F sharp note, so that would be the 9th fret of the A string. And then I was muting the D string with the overlay of my finger, and then I had my pinky on the 11th fret of the G. Hear how that's just the same note? So all I was doing was just going from the F sharp down to the E, and so that's the 7th fret of the A string, and that's the 9th fret of the G string. And then on the second time around, I go back down to the D, which is the root of the scale of the key we're in. It's a very popular sound. I didn't come up with it for sure. Just something I been playing for a long time, and the most difficult thing to get your head and your hand around is playing this smoothly, because we want to leave out the D string. So like I said, I'm picking through that, but it's muted. And you could go for any key, any backing track, and you get into all sorts of riffs and melodies that make your playing sound so much more full, even though you're just playing. I'm only playing 3 notes in that lead. But because I'm stacking the octave... Whoa, sorry, my bad. Because I'm stacking the octave, it kind of sounds like I'm playing like a full chord lead, but I'm just playing one note that's just stacked on top. And so you can also play this kind of chord starting on the D string. So if I wanted to play that F sharp, I'd take the 4th fret of the D string, and because of the tuning of the guitar, I would have to come up 1 fret on the B string, and of course we would mute the G, same idea, muting the G string with the overlay of my finger. And so because of the tuning of the guitar, I can get a lot higher notes that I wouldn't have to go so far up on the A string here. I could play it starting on the D. The first time I encountered that particular chord shape was a song, I believe, by Damage Plan called Save Me From Myself, and Dimebag uses that octave shape for the intro lead. And no, I don't remember how to play it, but I think that's when I came across that particular octave shape on the D string, and I remember thinking, oh my gosh, this is so hard to play smooth. But again, you just play through it, you make yourself practice, and again, play the scale using octaves, and this works for any key. So I'm playing through D here. But you can start on C, everybody's favorite key. You can even bend that chord. Now I'm getting into Cantrell kind of stuff here. But so it can do so much, and you're really only messing with one note. It's just a wonderful technique that I wanted to share, and I don't want to go on for too long here. But again, just make yourself play it smooth. That's the hardest part, is practicing this to where you feel comfortable to break this out in an improvisation. To where you're playing like a riff into single notes. It just takes your playing in a lot of different directions, and it's just one more technique that our rock heroes came up with. I don't know who the first guy to do it was. Maybe it was Iami. I have no idea. But if you do know that, please comment below the first time we hear like an octave chord in a rock song. I couldn't tell you. But I hope this lesson was helpful, and please like and subscribe for more helpful lessons like this, where we're just talking about the meat and potatoes of playing lead guitar and what your rock heroes are doing. And it really just comes down to very simple theory ideas and more disciplined playing ideas. It's all about being smooth. And if it's not smooth, keep playing until it's smooth. My octave chords sounded terrible for the longest time, and I wouldn't make myself play them because I hated the way I played them. But that's the wrong attitude, and that's why I never got decent with them until much more recently in my playing career here. So, again, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.